Yes, I. Yes, I. Yes, I. This station gives free information for the wise to take heed. This station is for the baby mother whose husband in the lock and children want feed. This station guarantees the safety of the brave and the free. The revolutionary radio hotter than any other media. Gillie at the control. Gillie Radio. Blessed love to one and all.
Oh, well, we are done them. We are ending. We are watch out. This a fide. Get to you swell.
Welcome to Revolutionary Radio, and I'm Gillie Preach. Today I'm going to address a very important topic, and what it covers is, what can an individual be outside of themselves? Is there any form of true existence outside of a people's or an individual's true nature? I once read a legal case. This is a case from the 18th century. I don't recall the name of the case in the United States, but the case was dealing with how the German people saw themselves during the 18th century and how they basically see themselves today. And according to the German people, they expresses a philosophy in this particular legal case that borders on the philosophy and doctrine that was produced by one of the greatest German philosophers, greatest in the sense of to the German and European people. And some of you may be familiar with his name. His name is Friedrich Nietzsche. And basically what Friedrich Nietzsche says is this, that nations and people and individuals, if they are basically left to their own proclivity, and he was speaking in reference to most of the leaders, if a leader is left to his own proclivity, he can do nothing wrong. This Nietzschean philosophy was what Adolf Hitler bought into and created the philosophical concept of the Führer, the leader of Germany, who should have unlimited power, unlimited access, and he would be able to do nothing but good. Now we all see what came out of Hitler's philosophy as he applied Friedrich Nietzsche's teachings. World War II came out of that, and close to 100 million people died behind that philosophy. This Nietzschean philosophy is basically this: the German people are the highest evolving cultural people on the face of the earth. They have been through an evolution that is the highest form of human expression. All other cultural development is seen as inferior to the German people. And in a broader sense, all racial and cultural development throughout the earth is inferior to the European cultural expression. And this cultural expression of the European people is seen not only as the most superior, not only as the most cultural development, but it is a cultural expression to which the entire world should bow. The international laws, the creation of the League of Nations in the 20s, the creation of the United Nations coming out of World War II, all these laws that govern international conduct is nothing but an expression of the enforcement of the Germanic/European way of interpreting the world upon the rest of the world and its people. Now, if you want to look at it in a more practical sense, let's look at it this way. When the League of Nations came into existence, I think somewhere after World War One, right? World War One in about 1917, so we can figure the League of Nations came about maybe 1920. The United Nations came after the end of World War II, so we could say 47, 48 or somewhere around about there. At that time, European nations, with the exception of Ethiopia, were the only free nation on the face of the earth. The Indians were under colonialism. China was occupied. South America was colonialized. The Caribbean was colonialized. The only free people on the face of the earth, excluding the Ethiopians, were the Europeans. Now, what is fundamental about that? To this reasoning, because it was during that time international laws were written. So the world today is engulfed within international institutions and international laws to which the vast majority of the human beings on the face of the earth had no say. Technically, then, international law is nothing more than European law to which the world must bow. So when we get back to the Nietzschean philosophy, that the European culture and norm and institution are the most superior to the world, and the fact that it is seen that those institutions develop out of the natural proclivity of Europeans, and from that proclivity you get the most efficient political and economic system, and that is the system to which the rest of the world must bow. So therefore, what is seen as natural to the Europeans, other people must adapt, even though it may not be natural to them. So if we find ourselves being forced to function in a world where those who impose international law, those laws are natural to them, but we who are expected to adapt it, to whom it is unnatural, whom do you think will be better able to function within that system? The people that those laws are natural to, or the people who finds those laws cumbersome and unnatural? You apply the answer to that. So when you delve into the case that I'm speaking about, all of the institutions in the world, economically, politically, culturally, morally, ethically, any philosophical aspect of the Western civilization, even of the concept of God, the world is expected to bow to that form of philosophy. And they apply